on the expect?
First of all, giving glory to God, put me in that situation. Second person, giving thanks to Coach Guidry. He called a great call right there, and I was able to read it. That's a play they run a lot, so able to read it. Happy it showed up on tape, so we could catch on to it before it happened in the game and have it make a play on it.
He's just talking to the defense. You guys pitched shut out in the second half. Offense was sputtering a little bit, obviously, compared to the season all season. For you guys to be able to pull it down the way you guys did, what stood out the most, what worked the most, and how did it feel to have a performance like that?
I would say it felt great. I think having the type of offense that we have, I think everyone talks about the offense a lot. So being able to have an exceptional game that we played on defense, still a few things that we got to correct. Actually, a lot of things to correct, but just being able to put that on tape and on display, was definitely good for us.
How important was it to have a game like that after what happened in Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago?
It was good. We're not concerned about Georgia Tech. We got everything in front of us, so it wasn't we're happy we bounced back, from that game. We go 1-0, so we're just happy we were able to, do what we wanted to do, today against Wake Forest.
What were the messages from Coach Guidry? And what were the messages, or what did he talk to you guys about, and what adjustments did you guys make from that?
We didn't really make any, too many adjustments. They were just running, certain plays that were, going into what Coach Guidry was calling. He called, a hell of a game, and he was calling plays that I was like, oh my gosh, that was a perfect call right here. That was a perfect call right there. Just playing right into our hands. So, just all credit to him, his film study, making sure not only the coaches are dialed, but then now it goes down to the players that we're all dialed for these.
Yeah, there were a couple plays, I think the touchdown they had where Michael Mays got behind you guys, and there was one I think where maybe there was some confusion where I think it was you, maybe Daryl Porter, both moving with a man in motion, if I remember right. You guys talked, the coaches said you guys were working on communication during the bye week. Was that kind of to be reiterated on the sideline today?
I mean, that's 2 out of 70-something plays, you know what I'm saying? So I think with that play that happened, in regards to that deep ball, we knew that play was coming. We just got to over-communicate it so everyone plays it, but we saw that play on tape. But yeah, just to reiterate, that's 2 out of 70-something plays that we had miscommunications, and I think the 4th down play, they ran the ball and we still got lined up. So no, we're going to reiterate communication not based off those plays, but based off our standard as a defense.
What's the challenge in going from the offense you faced in the week today to next week? Colin McCourty's, I think today, almost 500 yards passing. They're going to air it out. So what's the challenge in trying to adapt and go from week to week?
I would say just the same challenge every week. We go against a team like Florida that, they heavy running play action, but then we got to play a team like USF who spreads the ball wide, and then they run all those different switch birds. So it's the same challenge every week. We got to go in, start Sunday and prepare for a team. Like you said, Kyle McCoy, I know they're 500 yards, but that's a hell of a quarterback. Came from a really good school before, and he's been, building off of what he did last year when he's in Syracuse right now. So, just continue to elevate the standard, the defensive back room, but, just the whole team, the defense.
This is your 6th year in college
Yes,
football.
yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you're only your 1st year at Miami. What's the senior experience been like for you here? After 5 years there, and I have a follow-up. What's it been like this year?
To answer your question, it's been great. It's been great, ever since, I got here in January. Coach Cristobal, Coach Guidry, them expressing how much they wanted me. And, they saw this vision before, I could even see. I knew we were going to be a good team, but you never know how it's all going to play out. And that's just credit to the staff who, believed in me and believed in the vision that they have. And, it's coming to fruition right now.
Also, that first I was there at the Florida game when you had the pick there.
Okay.
And you didn't say you were going to run the table, but remember when you said we're going to win the next 16 or something?
Oh yeah, the number on it.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is to know that you still have a chance to get to the title game, and I know you were in it last year.
Right.
What does that mean to you? What's that like, knowing that?
It seems like I'm pretty standing good on that statement I made. We got everything in front of us right now. I think we can still go about, the 16 games we have left. So good to know that, my prediction is, following right now. But we got to keep it up and, stay dialed in.
How much does it help that you were in a national championship game? Does that help you at all?
A little bit, but I think the biggest thing is just for us focused on, just going 1-0. That's the biggest thing for us to focus on 1-0, and, we'll be good from there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Mish, I'm watching you return that pick 6, and you know what? You pull anything like that over the NFL scouting combine, you're going to be playing for something. How did it feel for you that as you had that run at full speed, the excitement of being able to get a pick 6 at a time when the team really needed it, And this is a good way, there are a lot of scouts here at the press box that are watching you make them look like this. And you're getting quality film time in addition to the road to a national championship.
Right, I just said that's all credit to God, him just putting me in a sense, a moment like that, where guys are watching, you're saying scouts are watching, fans are watching. I think the biggest thing is my mom, my dad, my sister, they got to watch that. That's the big thing for me, them being able to see that. And I would just say, yeah, all glory to God, and it was just great to be able to put that on display. I can't really hear the fans when I'm running. It sounds like, you don't really hear a lot when you're running, but I just made sure I didn't get caught. We got a lot of fast guys in Florida, so if they would have saw me get caught, they wouldn't let me live it down. So I just made sure I didn't get caught.
Mish,
Last question.
Mish, make a play, and you got to dance. You danced a lot today. Being able to have a couple more games of football left this year, are we going to see more big plays? And if so, can you teach me how to dug you?
Oh, I would say, yeah, not a couple, several games, not a couple means only 2. So we got several games left to play. And, most definitely plays will be made, and, I'll make sure I'll show you some dance moves.
These 2 guys are done, so fire into questions, please.
Jordan, where you been for the last few weeks?
Just been learning from, the double classmen, like Mark and Damian Martinez and AJ Allen, so I just been learning from them. And, I just had a great week of practice, so, they threw me out there, and I did what I did.
Jordan, hometown hero, being able to have this big performance on the last home game of the year, what did that mean to you?
It meant the world to me, not just for me, but, the seniors whose last time is here, so I'm just proud I made them happy and, made the fans happy.
Jordan, walk us through that big run that you had.
I seen the crease, the lineman made a crease. I messed up the first couple of times, and I didn't execute my opportunity correctly. So, the next time I was like, it's gonna be a big run. The offensive lineman give me another chance, and I just took advantage of it.
Jalen, this is the first time we've got to talk to you since you came back from injury. Just overall, how are you feeling? How do you feel your game has been since you got back?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I came back Louisville game. I knew it was going to be a little bit tough just because I've been out from there like 5 weeks. So, ever since then, I've been great, and I've been happy. I've been getting the win with these guys.
Jalen, obviously you've been at UF for a while. Teams have through a lot of ups and downs over the last 4 or 5 years. To have this be your senior day and your last season, and to be in the position you guys are in now, 1 win away from the ACC title game. So what does that mean to you?
Of course, we're going to focus on the next game, which is Syracuse. But it's great that we're put in this position because we haven't been in position since my 5 years here. So it's been great, and we're just excited to get the next opportunity to get to that point that you're talking about.
Jalen, what's the moment like when you walk out and get your senior day moment and Mario's there with a smile and a hug and a couple of words from you guys, tell us when Mass wasn't going to cry and all that good stuff. What was to share that 1 second with him, what was it like?
Coming into this program in 2020, everybody says this time will go by really fast, and they were right. So walking down and looking at Coach Cristobal and dapping him up and getting a picture, it's like kind of crazy time has been by, like really quick. It's been 5 years like this. So, and then after getting the flowers, getting the football, seeing my family, it's kind of crazy. But I don't even think of it as my last time at Hard Rock. I just think of it as like, dang, it's the last home game, and I'll be in Hard Rock again. In the next level, hopefully.
Yes, to know too that there's a lot of games. You guys do what you're supposed to do. There's still a lot.
There's still a lot of games, and that's what we're looking at. The next opportunity, which is Syracuse, to get to that position, the playoffs, in the AC championship and the playoffs.
Jalen, 5th-year senior, standing next to a true freshman. What are some senior words of advice that you could give them?
Like I said, this time will go by fast, so seize every opportunity that you have, just like you did all year so far. You've been doing great. Just keep it up, and just don't get down on yourself. There's going to be adversity coming your way, just like you've been doing this whole season. Just keep pushing, and you'll be getting better.
It looked like you were trying to run a lot more physical today than you have in the past. Was that obviously on purpose like this?
It was just, I didn't take advantage of my opportunity before, so, I told Coach Merritt and told the other running backs in the room, next time I get an opportunity, I'm going to take advantage of it, and they've been pushing me this whole week, so, I feel like they got me better this whole week.
Jalen, you guys kind of had a stretch between the opening touchdown and then the 4th quarter where you guys didn't score an offensive touchdown. It seemed like the offense was a bit out of sync. Was that something that Wake Forest was doing on defense, or you guys just kind of being out of sorts?
It's on us at the end of the day. We didn't execute properly at all. There was a lot of inmates, a lot of mess-ups, but it's on us because we couldn't score. We didn't get successful drives just because we didn't execute properly.
And what do you think about the team? That you guys, it's a 1-score game. Obviously, this game means a lot for the rest of the season. It's a 1-score game in the 4th quarter, and you guys, lock in and put up 22 points in the quarter instead of kind of getting jittery and nervous.
I mean, we don't really look at the scoreboard. Of course, we were only up by 6, but we just decided that, you know, it's on us to get those points and it's on us to keep pushing. We didn't focus too much on the scoreboard because when you look up, it's like, yeah, we're up, but we're only up by 6. So we just wanted to get every opportunity we had to keep just having successful drives and getting touchdowns like we were doing in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Jordan, how did it feel on that one drive where you touched the ball for the entire drive? I called it the Jordan Lyle drive, you know, when you got your hands on the ball and you just didn't show up. I mean, that's probably what I'll put my score at, the Jordan Lyle drive. He had it all and got all the yards. Feel pretty good, didn't it?
It felt great, you know, not just for myself, but for my teammates, you know, just seeing the linemen, you know, get excited for, you know, a long run or, you know, just a long push. Even just looking to the sideline and, you know, seeing my running back brothers and, you know, everybody else on the team just made me real happy, you know, made me smile a lot.
After that drive, Jordan, I saw Mark and I saw Damien come up to you. What were the words they told you after that?
It was just a lot of, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. So that's really what I got from the moment. I was just trying to take everything in. You know, I'm just thankful, you know, to be a part of that brotherhood.
Anything else that stood out?
Jalen, just, you know, Cam Ware was up here a minute ago talking about, I asked him about the passing yards record. He's kind of like, it doesn't really matter to me, but to play with a player who's accomplished all this just 1 year at Miami, just, you know, what's it like playing?
I mean, it's great because, like you just said, he looked at it as, yeah, he's just worried about the right thing, not about the records or whatever, but he's worried about wins and getting the team better and just focusing on getting that 1-0 each week. So it's great to have a player like that and not worried about himself, the stats and all that, because that'll come when he plays his game, which he has played.
So, Akheem, were you about to cry? Are you going off the field there?
No, I was about to cry. I love the game of football. It's an emotional game, but I'll rarely shed a tear.
And then Jacolby, just how special was it? Senior day, you scored 2 touchdowns, you know, 2 big touchdowns. What does that mean to you?
It's special because it's my last home game, so it's like to do that is special.
Akheem, what was the difference with the defense, especially in the second half, especially up front?
Communication. Like Coach was always saying, Byron talks about communication a lot, and especially on the D-line, it's physicality and pushing the pocket and the goal line first. First half, first possession, the first series, they got us, but with adjustments, we fixed up real quick, and then we dominated.
You had a chance to go back outside today after playing inside a lot of the season. How does that allow you to be more effective?
Well, I'm originally a defensive end, but I'm a defensive lineman. I'll play inside and out. I miss being outside. It felt good. I played with a lot more space, and I feel like I can be myself a little bit more. But it was really special. I love it.
For both of you guys entered the season with a lot of expectations, a lot of goals that you wanted to accomplish. At this point, you guys know if you win next week at Syracuse, you're at the conference championship game. You have everything ahead of you. What does it mean knowing you're 1 game away from getting to the goals that you guys want to accomplish at the start of the season?
I think let's just focus 1 game at a time. We don't look 2 weeks. So we don't look in the 2 weeks in the future. We look a week ahead. I know we have next week at Syracuse, and in order to reach the goals that we want, we have to dominate in that game as well. So we're just locked in on Syracuse and getting a win.
For both of you guys also, just now that, again, senior year, you guys still have games ahead of you this season, but when you look back on your time at UM, what's a moment or two that stands out the most to you?
Probably when we beat Florida first game of the season on the way in. I feel like that was big for us because this first game of the season away at Florida, SEC, beat them, and just us continue to be good and be consistent and just focus on Syracuse now. I wouldn't say I have a particular like moment. I just love winning with my teammates, love practicing with them, and I take every day. I never take a day for granted. I'm always grateful to be in the position that I am.
Anything you can say about Mishael Powell? Anything you can say about Mishael Powell, what he's meant to this team?
Well, he's a great leader, a smart football player, and he plays hard. And he really impacts the defense, really the whole team. So I love him as a teammate and as a person too.
Cam broke a couple more Frank Ozark's records today. Most yards now, most completions in the year. He's going to have everything, honestly, when it's all over. And 280 is like the bad day for Cam this year, which is crazy.
It's
obvious what he means to the team, but just these records don't seem to affect him in any way. What does that say about who he is, that he just does not care about any of this stuff other than winning?
It just shows he just want to win. He don't care about the accolades or anything. He just wants to be on a winning team and do whatever it takes to win. And if that's going 280, as long as we win, he don't care.
This question is for both of you. How much of that loss to Georgia Tech bother you, where it lingered for 2 weeks and said, you know what, we're going to make a statement today, and said, you know what, this is a real Miami Hurricanes team that showed up and is prepared to do damage at Syracuse, let alone the fact he set Wake Forest a statement in the national.
I feel like the Georgia Tech loss is like, when it's over, we just got to move on next chapter and just focus on the next thing we're playing. Just like now, we got to focus on Syracuse, because we have them next. So it's like, we just can't dwell in the past.
Jacolby, the offense went a little quiet in the third quarter. What was the vibe among you guys? I'm sure there was some frustration.
We just have to execute and just